Hey, my super beautiful, lovely souls. It's Lizzie the Lightworker here. Welcome to Rainbow Moon. Guys, I'm doing some messages for Sagittarius today. And this is going to be for Sagittarius and twin flame separation. So we're going to pull out some messages from Spirit of what you should be working on, what you need to be doing in separation, maybe some things that could use some work or healing, and we're going to get those messages right out. So guys, this could also be for if your twin is a Sagittarius and you are inquiring about what is going on their part of their spiritual path, anything really to get us in touch with our higher selves and elevate us to our highest vibrational level that is appropriate in the energy that we so need in separation. Okay, and we're going to get right into it. So Sagittarius, what are some things that could help you along? What is maybe some things that are going on here, and some things maybe you need to do or work on? Okay, so we're getting relationship dynamics. Now, this has to do with how you go into a relationship, how you are in a relationship, what you put into a relationship, really. More so your sort of your commitments, okay, and sort of what your twins' commitments could have been as well. So, there could have been some issues with this union in twin flame. It could have been that you both didn't see eye to eye on things, or you had just different opinions on things, or maybe, it was losing focus or losing motivation, losing energy. But it's more so showing you like past relationships. So what have your past relationships been like? What was your twin relationship like? What do you want your future relationships to be like? Okay, so it's putting some focus on that, and also looking at the things about yourself that you may not want to. Like, what are your pros and cons when you're in a relationship? What are your strengths and weaknesses when you are in a relationship? And there's challenges, okay? So when this card is coming up, it's indicating challenges. So you and your twin may have had some serious challenges. You may have just been on totally different frequencies, totally different energies. There's a sense to me that you may have like less in common, and you might have been growing apart. And this may have been because now maybe you're a little bit more sensitive, and now you're a little bit more conscious of your feelings, and when you were in union, you were not. It's possible that the past maybe numbed your emotional awareness a bit, and maybe your emotional maturity was not quite on the level of your twin, or vice versa, okay? Maybe your twin's emotional maturity was not on your level, okay? But your emotional awareness, like all those things I was saying, maybe now you're feeling awake, okay? You're aware of things. Maybe you're realizing that this was your twin. Maybe your twin is off on their journey, realizing that you were theirs. And as you make changes, all of your relationships, past, whatever, future, they will be affected. Like, once you realize like what you're capable of in a relationship and you own it, good or bad, it will affect you for the future, and hopefully in a good way. But really too, it could also mean that you just needed to move in a healthier direction. Your twin may have needed to move in a healthier direction. It's just really could also be that a new person may be entering the picture. You guys have to understand, soulmates, high-level soulmates come in. A lot of the time we need our soulmates. We make contracts with our soulmates too, to come into our lives to help us with major things. So that's something to keep in mind, okay? Any relationship that is going to involve promise, if you feel like you're denying yourself of happiness, it will definitely have a negative impact on you. So this is part of this with relationship dynamics. These are things that maybe you have to become aware of, or you now are becoming aware of. Okay. So, and be true to you, as simple as the card says. No matter what is going on, okay, if you're feeling like something doesn't feel right in a relationship, or something is maybe between you and your twin, you may have not been being 100% your authentic self. You may have had a hard time accepting things about your twin, and maybe in the process it led you to not be true to yourself, or getting away from being true to yourself. That's possible. I feel like everything is a process in life, guys. really in general, when we're in separation, we do become more aware and more sensitive to things. Um, you know, I feel like we're all being guided to work on ourselves, okay? And being true to our emotions and our pasts and all the things that we really don't like about ourselves that we rip out and we like sort of throw out on the table, and we have to sort through everything and sort of stitch stuff up and like purge shit out from the past and just get rid of anything that's making us not real. And ego, guys, okay? So this card also has to talk about ego a little bit. You know, and our ego is our forefront. It's learned behavior, guys. You know, we are spiritual beings. So this could be a little bit of ego, Sagittarius, okay? Whether it was your ego or theirs, the ego could have affected this, you know, union. It's very possible. But you have to sort of dig in deep down and always sort of stay true. So even in separation, finding yourself or finding yourself again, like rediscovery, is definitely going to put you higher with your higher vibration, and it's going to elevate you to your higher self. All right, and changing your mind now, I get a sense that this could be that you may have had a problem with commitment. You may have felt like you weren't sure if you wanted to commit or settle down, okay? Especially if someone was coming in with a really powerful energy towards you and you weren't sure, okay? Twin flame unions are very confusing. Sometimes we don't even realize till they're gone, okay? So I'm feeling like you may have changed your mind quite a bit with this. You may have gone back and forth between, I want to be with them, I don't want to be with them. What do I want? I don't know what I want. Like, should I do this? No, yes, maybe. Like, I feel like there was a lot of confusion here. And I do feel like maybe your twin could have had to influence you slightly, okay? They may have gotten hot and cold on you, or you may have gotten hot and cold on them, okay? So, I mean, just really thinking about what you want in life in general. What do you want out of a partner? What would you like to see out of a twin flame union? What would you like to see in the future? Sort of manifest, you know, within your mind, like, what do you want to see? That could help too. Finances. Okay, so this could have been an issue, and I know this is like a 3D thing, guys, but sometimes financial situations are tough, okay? It could be that your financial situation was shitty and it put a damper on the relationship because you had to worry about making ends meet or worrying about your future and securing a financial future. It also could be that your twin had financial issues, okay? Maybe one of you was more perfect with that and one of you wasn't, okay? And that was creating a disharmony. It could also be that you wanted to save and they didn't, or you had plans to do something or travel and they didn't, okay? It's to me saying you want to use your money the way you want to use your money. If somebody comes in and tries to sort of disrupt that balance for you, that's going to be a problem, okay? So during separation, you're going to want to work on any financial burdens, grief, from financial issues, debts, all those things. You're going to want to take care of those. You're going to want to set up things for your future, work on planning for your future, saving for your future, okay? You know, securing money in the bank, okay, or working on your career or things within your career, or career transitions. All those things would be good to do. You're also learning about money, I feel like learning like really the depth of it, okay, and what you need to survive, what you need to have fun with is your play money, and what you need for the future, okay? So that's something good that you could be working on in this separation period. All right, and join in. Now this card comes up a lot. To me, this is saying that you have to really accept the fact of what's happening to you spiritually, okay? And if you are open to, and you should be more open to, developing your spiritual gifts and learning about your spiritual journey. So this to you is saying, learn, okay? Sagittarius loves to learn, research, read, buy books, okay? Join spiritual groups, talk to people in the spiritual community, make friends, okay? Joining in, share your experiences of this twin flame separation, share your experiences about your twin, how you met, what you did, what the relationship was like. Get it all out. It will help you, If you're having any fears or doubts or any kind of aggravation or any kind of stresses or anything like that in this time, this will help you, I promise. And if you guys are interested, I started a Twin Flame support group on Facebook. I will leave the link for that so you guys can find it. But that's really what this is talking about, okay? Sort of joining in the spiritual community, joining in on things that you love too, okay? Hobbies, interests, books, travel, all the things that you're interested in, join in, do that for yourself, go places, see things, keep up that Sagittarius flair for wanting to know and explore and be out there and fulfill yourself in those ways. I feel like that can really, really help in a twin flame separation. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll pick out one more card. Yeah, and religion and spirituality, okay? So I don't know, too, Sagittarius, if you're struggling with what you were raised as in terms of maybe you were raised Roman Catholic or Jewish or, okay, this has to do with following your own path, making your own path, carving your own path in spirituality, okay? And whatever your religions are, not telling you to abandon those, not telling you to do anything that's against any of your creed or whatever you believe, but I'm saying go carve your own spiritual path. What is going to make you happy? What is going to fill you? Okay, what's going to fill the spiritual void? Okay, because sometimes we get left with like sort of, where do we go? How do we do this? What's right? What's the right religion? What's the right way? Am I going to be punished? Am I this? Okay, like a lot of people, when they're starting a spiritual journey, are very, very confused about it. So again, I'm going to tell you, learn as much as you can, read as much as you can. I feel like you need to find what's right for you, okay? What's the right path for you spiritually? What are you going to take from maybe other religions? What do you believe in? I feel like this is more telling you to sort of explore that and sort of get in line with that, because this is part of what you're supposed to be doing in separation from your twin. And I feel like your twin came to you. You both came to Earth to do these things. And part of your contract in separation are maybe some of these things, some of these issues, okay? The relationship dynamics, like I said, you have to really know what you want, okay? You can't sort of play games. You can't, Sagittarius is hard to tie down. They are a bachelor or bachelorette card. They like to travel. They like to learn. They like to focus on themselves and do things that make themselves happy, okay? They have a real fiery, strong energy. So relationship dynamics, you might want to think about, what do you want out of relationships? What do you want for the rest of your life? Okay, being true to you. Don't let anybody change you, change your beliefs. Don't change for a relationship that's going to make you sad, that's going to make you feel really heavy. You know, changing your minds, that goes back to the dynamics part, sort of balancing, you know, not changing your mind every other day, sort of getting to the handle, or getting a handle on that confusion that you may be feeling or having just in life in general, about people, about love, about relationships, all those things. We're going to want to work on finances and financial stability, clearing up debts, any of those things. We're going to want to join into the community. We're going to want to join our spiritual community, share our story. We're going to want to start obtaining information about spiritual journey, learn everything we possibly can learn. And we're going to want to work on religion and spirituality and carve that spiritual path. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Please let me know what you think and give me a big thumbs up if you liked it. I love to have you guys here. So thank you so much for joining me and listening and watching this video to its entirety. I will leave all the links for my social media, and I will send all my love and light to you. This has been Liz the Lightworker.